hi, it's Loralie. I've just been out playing tennis. And you know, tennis to me is banging the ball against the garage door out there in the driveway. Makes a great exercise. I do it occasionally, not too often, you know, but it is a great little exercise and it's quite inspiring. I've been thinking about this collection and you know, people have asked for a tennis collection for years from me, and so I've just finally got around to it, you know, and it's just so cute. I'm really pleased with it, and I'm not really a tennis player, but I think that playing out there against the wall qualifies me to make this collection, don't you think? So I'll show you the designs in it and the projects that I have made real quick. Thanks for coming. So let's get started with the panel. This is almost a square. It's about a 6.5 by 7.5 inch block. There are 6 blocks wide and 3 blocks high, of course, for the panel. Beautiful colors, just so bright and cheery. It's so pleasing to work with these colors. Now this is the tennis ladies themselves floating around on a white background. So peppy and all ages, but pretty much a youthful feel, because it takes a lot of energy to play tennis. So here we have a great little snappy little design called It's a Racket. I love this one. It just makes me smile and laugh to look at it. And then I have this great pattern here. Now, if you are familiar with my artwork at all, you'll recognize this little sunshine here. I put it in so much of my designs because it just brings a lift and it sparkles and makes happy, you know, brightens up anything I do. So here you have yards and yards of sunshine. Now this is a great little pattern too. This is fun. This I call Happy Shoes. Aren't those cute? They're all, of course, coordinating colors. They are great little patterns of dots and checks and very happy, fun piece. And they're all, I think they're all that cute little size 6 that they put on display in the shoe store to make them irresistible. So those are really fun little design to work with. Then I have something I call Tennis Worlds. Yes, this is the pink cosmos out there, the universe, and these are tennis balls, look like planets coming and going there on that background. So I figure those would be the perfect thing for that person whose world is tennis, you know. That was my thinking about that. Now this is a dinky dot with a great pink that goes with the collection. And then I have 3 nice stripes, how we need those basic stripes and dots and things to go with these collections. This is a green, a really nice blue, and a really nice yellow. So those are all the designs. I'll show you a few samples. Here we have some great towels. This I've used It's a Racket design with a little touch of rickrack, and of course Beamers with the yellow and white stripe. How fun are those for your little gift for your sweaty tennis friends out there? And then I have this great little pillow. You know, I'm just so into pillows here lately. I love to make them. They're very small. This one is about 10 inches to start with, and then I've put 1 block and cocked it a little bit because she's making a swing and she's in action there, and that gives it a little better look to me. And then I've run about 3 strips up each side. It's very simple and quick and small to make and makes a great gift. And this is a bias. I would bind it just like I would a quilt. And then I thought I would show you what is this technique I call Flare Follies in process. This would represent anything you wanted to do that would have this panel on it. For instance, a mug rug, a wall hanging, a tote bag, a placemat, a purse, you know, any number of things that you might put this on. And the process goes like this, where I've used 1 block and I offset that. In this case, doesn't have to be offset. And then I've run, maybe in this case, looks like I've used about 7 strips and run them off here to the northeasterly direction there. And then I've run across the top with a couple and 3, depends on how much detail and interest you want there. And then when I get it all covered, you'll wind up with these little edges here that are hanging off the edge because you run it all the way out, and be sure it's all covered. Then you turn it. Now this is about maybe a 14-inch by 9-inch rectangle, and you cut that rectangle of interfacing. Heavy, but not too heavy, just enough to kind of hold the project together. And then you trim these jagged edges off and those extra pieces, and then you turn it around. And it's like the magic moment. It's so beautiful. And that would be the most precious thing. Oh, and then of course, after you do that, then you place your backing on it. And this is a great place also to use your backing scraps. You can put all sorts of sizes together to use up those little pieces that you can't stand to throw away. And then you stitch in the ditch between all of these strips. And when you come out, and then of course you trim it off real tidy. And it's just the best little panel that you would put on, like I say, a tote bag or a wall hanging or something like that. So that's just the really a really good way to use these blocks. And that's a good thing because I'll tell you my last item here, which is my new, this is the Tennis Love Panel Quilt Kit. So you can, this contains the quilt top center, the border, the sashing, and the binding. Everything is in there. It does not contain the backing, but I do have backing suggestions on the instructions, and I've really simple instructions. And in this case, it has 16 extra blocks to use, and that's because you're cutting it off in order to make the measurements come out and all to do the kit. And so you wind up with all these wonderful extra blocks to make pillows or wall hangings or any number of things that you would want to do with those. So I'll give you a little tour of that quilt because it's just charming. You see that panel section in the middle, Tennis World going around the border. It's a racket right there on the sashing, and this really, really pretty blue and white stripe binding. And then I have put those fun players on the back. And of course, there's any number of wonderful things you could put on the back according to your taste. So that is the whole story of the tennis collection, and I hope that that it will fit into your plans, that you have some tennis nuts in your family that would enjoy it. And I hope that basically, I hope you'll just love it. So thanks for coming, and I'll see you next time here at Loralie Designs. Bye.